again, and this week we are celebrating Girls Inc. Week, which is all about celebrating our strong, smart, and bold women in our lives and about important people in our history and nowadays. So I thought I would read you a story out of this book that I've always had in my room. It was donated to us by a family and it has so many incredible stories. It's called Good Night Stories for the Rebel Girls. If you've been in my group, you know that I've read a few stories out of here. It's about 100 tales of extraordinary women. So each page is a different person, and the person who we are going to be reading about today is called Kate Shepherd. Here's a picture of her, and we are going to be talking about the Suffragettes and what they did for us in the early 20th century and how they changed the world for women and how they got us the right to vote. And let's get started. So this is the real Kate Shepherd. This is women stomping the grounds, trying to get their voices heard. And women used to be arrested for fighting for what they believed in. Another parade of women's rights. And then here are some of the banners that they would carry in the streets. We're reading about Kate Shepherd. Here she is right here. There was a time when men believed women were put on the earth only to serve them. They thought women should cook and clean, look after their children, and not to worry about anything else. Women, so they thought, should wear feminine clothes, which meant long dresses with tight-laced corsets. It didn't matter that women dressed that way could hardly move or even breathe. They just had to look pretty. Having a job was off limits. Playing sports was off limits. And governing the country was definitely off limits. Women were not even allowed to vote. But Kate thought that women should have the same freedom as men. Freedom to say what they thought, freedom to vote for whom they wanted, and to wear comfortable clothes. One day, she stood up and declared, "Women should be allowed to vote, as they should, and they should stop wearing corsets." People were shocked, outraged, and inspired by Kate's radical new ideas. Kate and her friends gathered so many signatures on their petition that they had to paste sheets of paper together to form a long roll. They carried it into Parliament and unrolled it onto the floor like a really long carpet. Imagine 74 ice cream trucks parked in a line. It was even longer than that. It was the longest petition ever presented. The legislators were speechless. Thanks to Kate, New Zealand became the first country in the world where women gained the right to vote. So she was born March 10th, 1847, and she passed away on July 13th, 1934, and she was from New Zealand. Her quote right here says, "Do not think your single vote does not matter much. The rain that refreshes the parched ground is made up of single drops." I really hope you guys like that story. It's so important to learn about the suffragette movement and what those incredibly brave women did for us, because if a lot of those things that they did we would not have nowadays if they did not fight for those things. Like crazy things like not being able to vote, we don't even think about twice, but back then it was something we really had to fight for. I really hope you guys learned a little bit about the suffragette movement. You can always learn more. There's a lot on the internet about it. It's really interesting to read about something that happened so long ago that really just changed our world for the better. And if you have any questions, I love reading about the suffragette movement. I think it's so fascinating. If you have any questions, link them in the comments and let us know you're here. And I really hope you guys like this video. Stay safe, stay indoors, and hopefully we will see you guys very soon. Bye.